Where I come from, people speak Creole, Bhojpuri, French, and English, although only about 1% of the people speak English. There are Hindus, Roman Catholics, Muslims, and Christians. The society has become increasingly diverse, with the population being comprised of Europeans, Africans, Indians, and Chinese. There are only 1.3 million people on my island of Mauritius.
Have you heard of Mauritius? If you've heard of the dodo bird, you've inadvertently heard of Mauritius, as this is where the bird went extinct. In Mauritius, most people attend free primary and secondary public schools. These schools, although public, are competitive and high-achieving. Students are ranked and sent to specific schools where they choose occupational paths to guide their instruction. Pam chose accounting. Pam went to India for the last 2 years of his high school experience. Upon returning to Mauritius, he went to school for 2 more years to obtain his certificate, similar to associate's degree. Pam wanted to go to the United States for college, but with the financial crisis, it wasn't the right time.
He worked in his family business for 4 years, which has influenced his career path. The business at the time worked with imports and exports of clothing, and then later became a factory for breaking down and packaging scrap metal. From these experiences, Pam thinks of himself as an entrepreneur. Pam knew that in order to better himself, he needed to get out of Mauritius for college. His brother influenced him a lot in this decision because he had gone to Australia to study. The application process for the United States was very difficult, and what made it more difficult was a 12-hour time difference. There were a lot of documents needed, approvals of information, and interviews. Pam decided on SDSU because he was accepted here and he jumped at the opportunity.
Upon arriving to the United States, Pam had a few challenges that he faced. He had been out of school for 4 years and found it somewhat difficult to focus again on the routine that accompanies school. Along with this, he had knee surgery in the winter that made it physically challenging to get around. Pam had no trouble making friends in San Diego as he is an extrovert, and this helped acclimate him to the culture and give him confidence. Pam noticed that at SDSU, students are much different than the students he knew in his home country. Students here seem selfish and disconnected from others. They also seem less focused on their studies and more focused on where their next party will be. In Mauritius, people live day to day and they are not always looking for the weekend. This culture was somewhat challenging for Pam because he is here for school, but he is also here to meet new people and have a good time. Where is the balance?
Pam has found a way to be successful. He is in his second year at SDSU and is an RA in the residence halls. This has allowed him to continue to meet diverse groups of people while also giving him a support system that encourage him to pursue his dreams and be the best that he can be. Pam hopes to stay at SDSU until he finishes his degree. His plans after graduation are to stay in the United States and open his own business. According to Pam, if you work hard enough, there are no boundaries to what you can do here.
I am Parminder Singh Bedi, and this has been my experience so far as an international student at SDSU.